Basketball. UMD women played their first home game of 2019-20 earlier against Northern Michigan, 145-32. We'll have them in action tomorrow, right here courtesy of Bulldog Productions at 3 p.m. Jerry and I will be on the pregame starting at 2:45. And the most recently played game, it was Northern Michigan defeating Southwest Minnesota State 72-63. And this is the third and final game of the day as the Bulldogs controlling the opening tip, going right inside to Alex Illikainen. The native of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, scored 24 points yesterday in that win against the Wildcats. He spins to the left hand, kisses out the window for two, and the Bulldogs out to a 2-0 lead here, picking right up where they left off with Illikainen. As now the Skyhawks into the front court for the first time, going down left side baseline. This is Michael Bowen giving underneath. Now here's Will Morton, native of Edina, Minnesota. Their leading scorer, by the way, for the Skyhawks. Missing the shot, rebound to the Bulldogs, and now they're into the front court. Trevor Entwistle now out on top. Illikainen comes to set the screen. Now this is Brandon Meyer. Takes a couple steps to his left, rises up from 18 feet and swishes home his first two-point jump shot of the ball game, and UMD off to a great start already, 4-0.
Yeah. A couple players on this Skyhawks team from Minnesota, so a lot of fans here for them. Either made the trip out here from Easton, Massachusetts, or coming up just from the cities. One from Edina, one from Minneapolis. So, or Eden Prairie in Minneapolis, excuse me, played high school basketball at Eden Prairie and Edina. So.
Yeah, must be a nice homecoming. Of course, Will Morton, who is their leading scorer, averages 19.3 points per game. Number 33 in white. Former Edina Hornet. There he is right there, getting a pass from the outside. Now left-hand wing. This is Owen Chose going down low, and now he's going to try to kick it to the right side wing, and it's going to be whistled on a travel, so a turnover on the Skyhawks, and the Bulldogs will put it in play here. Roy leading it by 4. 1:11 into the opening half here. As Entwistle takes the inbounds pass, and will come across the timeline. Left-hand side, Logan Rorscheid. Illikainen out on top, down low. Now here's Meyer. Meyer facing up. Gets a double team, now kicks it left side corner. Entwistle, Rorscheid now steps to his left, rises up. His long jump shot skims the rim, no good. Rebound to Chose. Owen Chose comes back the other way. Left-hand side now, Andrew Sims. Chose back, now left-hand side, here's Twitty going up for the three-point shot, and he knocks it down. Brandon Twitty, 6'2", senior from Randolph, Massachusetts. Knocks down the first long-range bomb of the game for the Skyhawks, and it's 4-3. And I know you have some key players you want to keep an eye on this game as well, Jerry. We'll talk more about that in 1 second here as Rorscheid right-hand side. Out on top now, Drew Blair, the redshirt freshman, inside. Here's Illikainen going one-on-one in the post. Goes around Andrew Sims and flips it up with the left hand for two. Illikainen with 4 early points. And the Bulldogs doubling up. The Skyhawks so far at 6-3. And Sims in the front court, now top of the key. Puts it on the deck. We have a foul whistled against Blair. And the name of Stevens Point in Wisconsin gets whistled for the personal. Second foul, against the Bulldogs, and there'll be an inbounds pass, but
understandably not happy about that one. Everything was kind of shoved into the Skyhawks player. Let's see a replay of this here.
Morton now off the curl cut, outside Twitty going for back-to-back threes. That's off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound for Sims. Dribbles right into Illikainen, has to pick up his dribble. Now kicks it outside, putting the ball on the deck. Here's Chose. Owen Chose going to be whistled for steps. That's the second time he's turned the ball over here in the early going. And it'll be Bulldog basketball here, 2.5 minutes into the opening half. And Jerry, who are you keeping an eye on here in this ball game?
So for the Bulldogs, it's definitely Brandon Meyer, the senior forward from Superior. He's been averaging, coming into this weekend, 23 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, 53.6 from the field, and 86.7 free throws. For the Skyhawks on the other side is Will Morton, the senior from Minneapolis, Minnesota, actually. He's averaging 18.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game coming into this weekend. So 2 players that we've already talked about so far, and definitely be an impact here.
Now Illikainen getting a pass down low, spun around. Monty Ermilavicius, native of Kaunas in Lithuania, gets whistled for the personal. And Illikainen will go to the free throw line. Here's Ermilavicius, got him on the arm as he tried to go up and under for the reverse. And it'll be 2 free throws now for Illikainen. Went 5 for 6 from the stripe yesterday in the win against Northern Michigan. First free throw from Illikainen is up and good. He's always had good touch, even in his high school days. Illikainen had range out to about 18, 19 feet. That's continued in college. Played his first 3 years of college basketball for the Wisconsin Badgers. Now as technically a senior, super senior, I guess you could say, transfers closer to home. As Illikainen with 6 early points, the Bulldogs by 5, 8-3. He's in the front court now. Irma Vicious now pass to the outside. That got knocked away. Picked up by Morton. Now he comes in the front court being guarded by Brandon Meyer. Goes down on the right-hand side, hangs up in the air, goes left side block with it. Taking it back out, Michael Bowen. Now here's Twitty, up and under with the left hand, off the back rim, no good. Rebound being fought for underneath. Came out there with it was Irma Vicious, and he'll give it for an uncontested layup there for Twitty. Bulldogs couldn't clear the defensive board. Twitty gets points 4 and 5 already for him. An 8-5 your score, all 5 points so far scored by Twitty. Damon averaging 18 even on the season as Rorschach right-hand wing. Now out on top, Brandon Meyer back. Here's Rorschach getting a step. Bounce pass now. He was looking for Illikainen, but the pass was off the mark. Illikainen didn't roll to the basket. Rorschach thought he was going to go to the basket on the pass. And Alex Illikainen pulled up before he could go down toward the baseline. Turnover UMD. And the Skyhawks will put it in play now, down by 3. As Michael Bowen triggers it in now, coming across the timeline. It's Will Morton. Like you said, one of the 2 starters in the lineup that are from Minnesota, from the Skyhawks, who play, of course, in the Northeast 10 Conference. Couple of misses in close. Twitty missed one shot. The follow-up by Shamir Johnson was no good as well. Long lead pass out for Entwistle, who was trying to trigger Brandon Meyer down the court. A little bit too much on it. Meyer stepped on the baseline. So back-to-back turnovers for UMD. And we're still at 8-5 here with 16:01 left to play in the opening half. Good aggressive start for UMD. Maybe want to rein it in a little bit here.
Yeah, definitely off to a strong start there, but had a couple of issues now in these past couple of possessions, even on that defensive end there, where they couldn't quite contain that rebound. So I just going to try to slow it down and keep control of this game while being ahead.
Brandon Twitty now going down into the lane, flips up a shot, doesn't get the roll on it. Rebound grabbed out of there by the Bulldogs' Brandon Meyer. And this here from Superior now will shovel it off. Here's Entwistle, left-hand corner. Jack Middleton in for the first time. Now Entwistle with the 3, that rims out. Tipped out of there on the rebound by Illikainen. Now they lob it down low. Nice touch pass from Meyer for Illikainen, and he'll draw the foul. Good two-way passing play that time. Nicely done by Meyer.
Well, really good, well done beneath the rim for Illikainen there. That was he just was able to get his hand up and flick it out here. Just missed it there, but
you get a look at the replay. Nice pass to Illikainen. Foul, by the way, was whistle against Bowen. That's his first. 2 team fouls now on the Skyhawks as the first free throw for Illikainen rims out, no good. Another one coming, couple substitutions in now for the Skyhawks. Owen DeGraff in for the first time, 6'8" junior from Beamsville, Ontario, so he's Canadian. The second free throw for Illikainen is up and good. He's got 7 early points. As they trigger it in the front court, also in Josh Mack, 6 foot sophomore guy from Winchester, Virginia. Now on the left-hand side, here's Andrew Sims. He'll hand it off for Twitty. Twitty puts the ball on the deck, now goes in deep. Had a shot partially deflected, I think, by Meyer, but picking back up his own rebound was Twitty, and he laid it in for 2. He's got all 7 of the points, does Brandon Twitty. And it's 9-7 now. Bulldog lead trimmed to 2. As Entwistle into the front court, down low, Illikainen. As post position, right side block, instead he'll kick it out. Blair to the far side, Middleton with the 3-point shot, he knocks it down. Jack Middleton, the freshman from Edina, Minnesota.
Can't be terribly surprised about Twitty's shooting so far. He had 20 points in yesterday's matchup, second only to Morton, so definitely a dangerous player.
Now coming down here, Sims getting stripped. Loose ball to the Bulldogs. Off the turnover, it's Entwistle. Settling it off now, here's Blair. Redshirt freshman, opposite block, beautiful pass from Blair to Illikainen, and he lays it in for 2. Alex Illikainen with 9 points. And the Bulldogs up by 7. 14-7 is into the front court now. Pass comes left-hand side. Shamir Johnson going down the baseline, now kicks it out. Free throw line extended, jump shot. In and out for Owen DeGraff, rebound to UMD, and now here's Entwistle coming up the near sideline. Comes off the double screen out on top, now back for Meyer, puts the ball on the deck, gets a step. Now gives it, right side block again is Illikainen. Double team comes, pass to the outside, that gets taken away. Turnover UMD, Sims back the other way, goes up and under, misses the shot, tried to follow it up. Illikainen goes in there, grabs the rebound in between a couple of Skyhawk players. And then in the front court, back the other direction. Here's Blair going all the way to the basket, right-hand side of the lane. He'll lay it in for 2. And a timeout going to be called here by head coach Chris Cross. who's in his 7th season. Just going to look at the move here by the redshirt freshman, Drew Blair, averaging more than 24 a game. The care is also available to you. Visit essentialhealth.org/Ortho. Bulldogs leading at 16-7 as we come out of the timeout. And on the front court now, here's Josh Mack. For the Skyhawks, giving it off for Owen DeGraff. He goes right-hand side. Now Morton. Back for Mack. Out on top here is Morton again. Left-hand corner. Sims. Morton. Step to his right. Now to the outside. Three-point shot is up. And he gets the roll and will draw the foul. Josh Mack with the triple. And the foul will be whistled against UMD. They're going to call it on Blair. That's his second. So a chance at a rare 4-point play here now for the Skyhawks as Josh Mack heads to the free throw line. Also checking in at the break for UMD was Hunter Plowman, who was the Bulldogs starting point guard for the vast majority of 2018-19. He's come off the bench to start here in the 2019-20 campaign as Mack knocks down the free throw. 4-point play is completed. As the Bulldogs into the front court, Mason Stephan getting ready to check in his next opportunity for UMD as well as the pass goes left side baseline. Alex Ilikainen now on the double team, kicks it outside for Blair. 15 to shoot, so plenty of time. Ilikainen now comes up to set the screen. Going left side baseline, here's Blair kicking it out on top, here's Plowman. Hunter Plowman for UMD, bounce pass, 5 seconds to shoot for Meyer. Meyer crossing over, he'll rise up over the top, goes up for the jump shot, off the back rim, no good. Rebound tracked down by Mack. Now Matt coming back the other way, goes up for the shot, looking to draw the foul, got it partially swatted away from behind by Meyer. Loose ball picked up now by Plowman, and he's coming into the front court. UMD by 5 at 16-11. Nice bounce pass from Plowman down low, up and under move on the reverse layup is good for Alex Ilikainen. Alex Ilikainen with 11 points. And the Bulldogs up by a touchdown, 18-11. As into the front court, now it's Mack. Left-hand side, this is Michael Bowen. Morton now goes right-hand wing. Rising up for the jump shot is Chose. That's no good. Rip skims the rim. Defensive rebound to UMD's Drew Blair, who's still playing on 2 fouls. Actually, 4 players now going to come in at the next break as Blair's 3-point shot. Short, no good. Rebound grab by Sims. And now we're going to have an offensive foul called on Morton as he went down into the painted area and knocked Drew Blair to the deck. Gets whistled for the personal. And now a lot of substitutions come back in for the Bulldogs as Middleton is in, also in for the first time. Yelam Oljai for UMD. Transfer from Western Carolina University, NCAA Division I school. He'll take over for Ilikainen at the post slot as UMD off the turnover in the front court. Meyer squares up from 3-point range, top of the key. That's wide to the right. Rebound, grabbed down by Twitty, who's back in there. Now here's Chose, right side corner, going down on the baseline against Middleton, floats it up for 2. Owen Chose for 2 points. He's one of the natives of Minnesota, from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, gets his first bucket. 18-13, now it's Plowman into the front court for UMD. Hunter Plowman now goes right-hand side. Mason Stephan getting his first touch since coming into the game. Now they find Meyer left side block. Double team comes, outside Stephan, now Middleton, right side corner. Jack Middleton back out on top, Stephan, 4 seconds to shoot. Mason Stephan floats up a shot, short, no good. Rebound by Oljai. Nice job on position there. Outside now Meyer with the 3-point shot, that's no good either. Rebound grabbed out there by Bowen. And Michael Bowen now coming back the other way for the Skyhawks. 5-point Bulldog lead, 18-13. UMD is led from the start. As Morton goes right side corner, getting a step on the baseline now is Bowen. Kicks it out on top. Chose goes up for 3 and he knocks it down. Owen Chose. 5 straight points now. 2 possessions. And the lead is down to 2 for UMD. As Meyer hands it off now. Middleton on the outside. Jack Middleton back for Oljai. Kicking out on top. Now lining up the 3-point shot. Middleton, that's no good. Rebound for Yelam Oljai. No good. Kick it back to the outside. Here's a 3-point shot up by Stephan. That's no good. Another offensive board, this time by Meyer, and he finally lays it in for 2. Brandon Meyer with the bucket. He's got 4 points. Lead is 4. the front court. Shows left-hand wing. Gives it down low. This is Monty Ermolavicius going up with the half hook. Puts the shot long, gets his own board, goes up and under. Can't get it to go, but following up and tipping it home is Morton. Will Morton, 6'6" senior guard, former Edina Hornet, getting the foul. It's down to a 2-point game again at 2018. Now UMD right back. Going up and under, laying it up. Missing the shot is Oldchai. Rebound grabbed underneath. Into the front court now. Swing it to the right-hand wing. Now here's Twitty. Going baseline, goes up, lays it in for two. And we have a brand new ball game now, 20 apiece. Twitty already with 9 first-half points. That matches Illikainen for the game-high honors so far. And Plowman into the front court goes left-hand wing for Jack Middleton. Going under 9 minutes left in the swiftly moving opening half here from Romano Gym. Bulldogs and the Skyhawks tied up 20 apiece. Now it's steal by Morton. Coming in one-on-one against the freshman. He'll go way up and under, lay it in with the left hand. And a timeout going to be called by head coach Justin Wick. And he is unhappy. You can tell by his body language as he popped up off the bench, walked out near the three-point arc, and he needs to talk to his team for Stonehill.
Now, let me just see what the Bulldogs do to try to respond. They got a couple good three-point shooters. They had a few of them just fall just barely a little too short there off the front rim and out, but, you know, definitely, once you those to fall, you'll be in a better position.
UMD now out of timeout, comes into the front court. Charles Gore is also in for the first time for the Bulldogs. Rorschach back in, as is Illikainen. As Plowman now getting down toward the basket. Missed the shot, but will draw the foul. They're going to call the foul, by the way, on Chose. And now send Plowman to the free throw line for UMD. Hunter Plowman eyeing the first free throw, and he knocks it down.
Fourth team foul for the Skyhawks as well.
Yeah, both teams now with.
Come on, boys, let's go.
Actually, check that. 4 team fouls for the Skyhawks, 3 for the Bulldogs as Plowman knocks down both free throws. And we're even up 22 apiece here with 8:30 remaining in the opening half. As triggering it in now. Shamir Johnson, who's back in, gives it for Morton. Morton getting a step now on Gorez, goes up, gets hit from behind, and he'll hit to the free throw line as he made his way to the basket. 2 free throws coming up for the senior guard.
I think that one was kind of a bailout call that we saw in the first matchup as well. Really didn't, I got the ball kind of stripped out of him there. Throw your arms up and you usually get a little bit more mercy.
The first free throw for Morton is up and good. The lefty, long, lanky lefty is Will Morton. As Blair with the 2 fouls will come back in. Middleton will take a seat. And 1 more coming now for Will Morton. His second free throw is good all the way. Morton now up to 6 points. And they're back up by a pair on the Skyhawks at 24-22. And whistle into the front court now as he returns to action. Illikainen left-hand side. Now on top of Rorschach. Against Shamir Johnson. He'll go left side. Trevor Entwistle. Back outside. Rorschach tees up a long 3. And that's good. Long, high-arcing 3-point shot from Logan Rorschach. He has his first 3 points. UMD back up by 1, 25-24. Shamir Johnson tries to answer. He steps inside the 3-point arc. Shots off the mark. No good. Nice position on the rebound for Illikainen. On the outside outlet now, Entwistle goes left side baseline, going up and under and flipping it home for 2. Logan Rorschach, he has 5 straight. 27-24.
For the Bulldogs there.
Fell behind pretty quick there and then now put him back on.
Johnson now left-hand side, 3-point shot. That one's up by DeGraff. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebound grab the weak side uncontested for Drew Blair. And Drew Blair, the redshirt freshman, coming back to the direction. Now behind his back dribble, kicks it outside to Illikainen. Alex Illikainen now will hand it off. Out on top now, Entwistle. Back over Gorez. Now right side block is Illikainen backing down against DeGraff. Lays it up and in and draws the foul. Just a case of Alex Illikainen using that 6'9", 235-pound frame to just back down Owen DeGraff.
Replay of that one there.
Yeah, you got to look at it right there. Just backed him in, went up over the top, and scored the bucket. He's already got 13 first half points as Alex Illicanen, the native of Grand Rapids. Let's get a good look at him there, and he'll have a chance now at a three-point play.
Tied up at 12-12 for points in the paint, actually, probably now 14-12, but he's been a big part of that for the Bulldogs, allowing them to also their way beneath the rim.
He now has 14 as he completes the three-point play. UMD back up by 6. As Chose is back in there now, as is Sims, as is Mack, who drives all the way in, left-hand side of the lane, and flips it up and in for 2. He's got 6. 30-26 your score. As the Bulldogs crossing the timeline, Logan Rorschach will hand it off. Gorez now out on top. It's Drew Blair. Blair, the lefty, picks up his dribble near the painted area. Near turnover, now picked up by Entwistle. Right side corner for Rorschach. Rorschach now gets a step, goes all the way up and under, flips it up, no good, off the glass. Defensive rebound for Morton, and Will Morton now into the front court here for the Skyhawks. They'll back it out, give it out on top. They'll swing it right side corner. Owen Chose looking down low. Now it's Sims, back out on top. Mack, another three-point shot. That one's long and wide to the right. Rebound by Gorez. And now Blair will slow it down here. Not a bad decision by the freshman there, giving it off to Trevor Entwistle. Lobs over the top, now Illicanen getting up and under. Flips it up and in for 2 on the reverse.
Slowdown was there by Justin Wick, actually. He's the coach of the Bulldogs. He was definitely motioning to him to kind of say, hey, calm it down a little bit here. He's been performing very well, just don't want to get to a very track meet style basketball game.
16 of the Bulldogs, 32 courtesy of Alex Illicanen, as a three-point shot up by Morton is no good. Defensive board grabbed out of there, off the miss. And now back the other way into the front court. On the left-hand dribble, it's Entwistle for Drew Blair. Blair now for the Bulldogs. Giving it for Illicanen. Illicanen now backing down. Already got 16 points. Misses that one with the left hand. Long out the back rim. Rebound to Morton. Will Morton inside out. Goes all the way up and under. Misses the shot, but they're going to call him for an offensive foul. That's the second foul against the senior from Edina. It'll be Bulldog basketball here with 5:14 remaining. It's a 16th foul against the Skyhawks as well, as you go look at the replay on the up and under move by Alex Illicanen on the reverse. A reminder, by the way, at halftime we will have our first half summary. Take a look at the Harley-Davidson first half stats, and we'll also catch you up on what else is happening with UMD Athletics. It's a busy time, of course, as it seems to always be this period of time of the year. All that coming up in just over 5 minutes, as now Rorschach gets a step on the lane area, kicks it for Entwistle, back to the outside, three-point shot by Blair, off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped on a play, last touched by Andrew Sims of the Skyhawks, and it will stay UMD basketball. And with that, we have our final media timeout here of the opening 20 minutes. UMD play. Old Dutch Foods is proud to support the Bulldogs, delivered to you fresh from the heart of the Upper Midwest. From our signature Old Dutch boxes of potato chips to your favorite restaurant-style premium tortilla chips, Old Dutch has the perfect snacks to satisfy any of your cravings. UMD now out of the timeout will inbound it, and the pass is fumbled and knocked away, and they're going to say it was last touched by Alex Illicanen. I can't say I disagree with that call. We don't have the best angle on that anyway, but...
Not an angle for us to talk about there, but surprising.
So it's a turnover on UMD. As Matt comes into the front court, now left-hand side. Michael Bowen going on the baseline, going up and laying it in. Explosive move by Josh Mack on that one. He's got 8 first half points. Got off the ground quickly to lay that one in. Ahead of the shot block opportunity. Both Meyer and Illicanen were down there. 32-28 now your score is UMD back the other way, and now they're going to call a foul down low on the post-up action. And they're going to get it, looks like, on Andrew Sims. And the native of Mount Laurel, New Jersey, will get whistled for the personal. That is his first, it looks like. 17th foul. That's what it says up on the board. We'll go with that. As Illicanen now will shoot a 1-and-1. First free throw off the back rim, no good. Rebound grab by Johnson. And now Mack into the front court. 4-point UMD lead at 32-28. On the outside now, Twitty. Now Sims, Mack, Twitty, right side corner. Backing down now is Bowen. Ball now being defended out there by the Bulldogs. Brandon Meyer, and a three-point shot near side corner. And Josh Mack is feeling it. He's got 11 first half points. Lead is down to 1.
Well, 2 players scoring for the entire Skyhawks team. I think it's actually 3 of them have some, if not all, their points. One with 11, one with 9.
Meyer on the skip pass, now brings it in deep. His shot out the front rim, no good. Rebound bounding around, and it'll be knocked out of play. Last touch by Illikainen again. And the Skyhawks sticking right with UMD here with 3:40 remaining in the opening half. It's kind of par for the course of the tournament, though, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Each first half has been very tightly contested.
We've gone to halftime tied in all 3 previous games so far.
And that's something of a trend, I guess you could say. And right now we've got a 1-point game as ball knocked away by the Bulldogs, and it will be Stonehill basketball right in front of the UMD bench. It'll be Twitty that'll inbound it. Gets the return pass now from Sims. Left side elbow, now he'll back it back out. Here's Mack, left-hand side, getting a step. Now Bowen for Sims. On the corner, outside now. Here's Johnson. Going up and under, flips it up, no good. Ball rolled out. Now Meyer gets taken down behind the play by Johnson. Coach Justin Wick is hot. Can't say I blame him on that one. I don't think it was intentional, but it should have been a foul. And now back the other way, here's Blair. Right-hand side to Entwistle. Entwistle now into the front court. Picks up his dribble, kicks it back out. Now here's Drew Blair. Blair now, left side baseline, facing up the jump shot is Illikainen. Skims the rim, no good. Defensive board to Bowen. Still a 1-point UMD lead. 2:45 left in the half as Bowen goes down toward the baseline. They kick it right side corner, 3-point shot. That one is up. That's off the back rim, no good. Ball being fought for, and they're going to call a foul. And now throwing an elbow is Bowen, and they're going to call him for a technical, I believe. As he gave a forearm shiver to Logan Rorscheib on the rebounding action, and
It's getting a little bit aggressive here, and it's going to start costing him.
yeah, the foul's going to be called on Bowen.
Earlier, Johnson got called for a flagrant as well, because that was a pretty aggressive pull down of Drew Meyer there, but he gets lucky enough not to get away with it.
Well, I wonder if they're going to give him a technical. That would go as 2 fouls possibly, unless they're going to use the technical as the overriding foul. Nope, they are going to give him that second foul, so he gets 2 fouls on the same play. And in college basketball, unlike the pros, a technical foul counts as a personal. And you get a look at the replay. There's the foul, and then he threw the elbow at Logan Rorscheib just as the ball came down, and
He looks very surprised, but he's trying to play innocent there. That's definitely
as Blair knocks down the free throw off the technical.
he did not really have a chance of getting to that ball, so threw some arms.
33-31. Blair's second free throw is good. Bulldogs also have possession here. And it'll be now a 1-and-1 for Illikainen. 19 fouls now against the Skyhawks. The Bulldogs have committed just 4. And so with 2:36 remaining, Illikainen will step up to the charity stripe there. You get a good look at him again. 16 first half points for the former Grand Rapids Thunderhawk. The first free throw is off the back rim, no good. Rebound grabbed out of there by Johnson, and Shamir Johnson into the front court now. For the Skyhawks, they'll go right-hand side. Here's Twitty. Twitty against Rorscheib, goes down on the baseline. They're going to kick it to the outside now. Chose, left-hand side. Picking up his dribble there. Adam freezes in for the first time. Now he has the ball taken away. Does Andrew Sims. Meyer off the steal. And into the front court now. Here's Blair. Drew Blair going baseline, flips up a shot, rolls the back rim with it, but will draw the foul. And Blair will go right back to the charity stripe for UMD.
10 team fouls now for the Skyhawks.
That was
It was a trend for the other team last night. The Mustangs had up, I think, about a dozen in the second half. The Skyhawks were keeping it low, but
struggled to keep that going here.
Blair's first free throw is good. Blair was quite the scorer in high school. Averaged more than 28 a game for Stevens Point High School.
pretty good tally there.
Yeah, not bad at all. That's his 5th point in this ball game. At 14 last night in the win against Northern Michigan did Drew Blair. As you get a good look at the redshirt freshman right there. 35-31. Now 36-31 as Blair makes good on both free throws. He's hit 4 in a row from the charity stripe. And now it's Freeze coming into the front court. Near side, Shamir Johnson for Stonehill. Pass is knocked away by Brandon Meyer towards us.
Said you wanted to play this game, right?
I've had my fill of playing college basketball, I'll tell you that. As they trigger it in now, Twitty gets the return pass, now being matched up with Rorschach. 1:56 and counting remaining in half number one. Cho's now on the outside, he'll step back, he'll go for three, that one's short. Grabbing the defensive rebound for UMD. It's Brandon Meyer. Meyer advances into the front court on the right-hand dribble. Now throws a pass a little bit too hard there for Logan Rorschach.
It was actually tipped by a Skyhawk, but then Rorschach tried to save it there and just couldn't handle it since it was a very hard pass.
The pass comes in now, and Stonehill into the front court with Freeze. Left-hand side Chose. Picks up a loose ball. Ermila Vicious now left side baseline, and now he'll back in. They're going to call a foul on Meyer, I think. Those are tough calls on that baseline. And actually, they're going to call on Rorschach.
Definitely fair, though. They've been keeping make sure people get their players get their lanes down there and can't block them from that. So
right, yeah.
Fair call.
Left side inbounds now for Freeze. Out on top, here's Twitty. Twitty now rising up, 19 feet straight on. Back rim, no good. Rebound by Blair. And Drew Blair now into the front court. Entwistle. 1:15 and counting remaining here in regulation of the first half. As off the screen now, it's Blair. His pass across court, picked off by Twitty. Transition opportunity here for the Skyhawks as Twitty goes up and under and lays it in for two. He now has 11 in the ball game. 36-33. 52 seconds and counting remaining in the half. And Entwistle now will just walk it across the timeline. Slaying the screen is Meyer. Now Brandon Meyer gets it back, left side wing. Going against Ermila Vicious down low, now goes up and under and got him off balance, kicks it out the window for two. 6 points for Brandon Meyer, 38-33. Half minute to play here in the opening half as Shamir Johnson now for Stonehill into the front court. Outside for Freeze. 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock, so they can take this down pretty far. As Freeze now on the outside. Being guarded by Middleton, who came back in just a moment ago. Now long three-point shot by Johnson, no good. Rebound grabbed out there by Entwistle. 10 seconds left, he doesn't need to hurry. 8 seconds now. Lobs a pass left-hand side, 4 seconds now for Blair. He goes all the way up and under, gets the shot up. Misses it off the glass, no good, but will draw the foul. The Stonehill fans behind us wanted to charge. Instead, it's a blocking foul, and we're going to send Drew Blair to the free throw line here. Foul's going to be whistled on Adam Freeze, a 6'4" sophomore guard from Stewartstown, Pennsylvania. And stepping up to the line, Blair. First free throw is up and good. Got a soft touch, does Drew Blair at 6'5", the lefty. Blair now making his way up there and scoring as well. He has 7. 1.6 on the clock. Second free throw is good as well. 40-33, Bulldogs by 7. And now Steffen will come in. Blair will sit down for the last 1.6. And Chose will inbound. UMD going to apply full court pressure here. Chose in for Freeze. He'll heave it from about 75 feet away. Hits the side of the backboard. Buzzer sounds. That brings the opening 20 minutes to an end. Back and forth basketball, Jerry, but overall a good showing for UMD, and they lead it by 7 here heading into the locker room.
Yeah, they had a pretty good
Stonehill basketball to start the second 20 minutes here. I'll be going from left to right. It'll be Bowen who will actually trigger it in here right in front of us. As the pass comes in now for Will Morton, and we are underway here in the second half. Bulldogs by 7. Again, Matt Johnson, Jerry Ostrom here. Courtside, Dave Goldberg court at Romano Gym. It's going down left side. Now here's Twitty going up and under and scoring right off the bat. Points 12 and 13 for him in the ball game. And it's a 5-point lead now for UMD, 40-35. It's Rorschach into the front court. Right-hand side now, it's Brandon Meyer. Meyer for UMD puts the ball on the deck. Now he pops from the right side elbow, leaves the shot short. Rebound tracked underneath by the aforementioned Brandon Twitty, and back the other way now Morton. Right side now Chose. He squares up for 3 and rattles it home. Near side corner, first 5 points of half number 2 to the Skyhawks, and it's a 2-point lead now for UMD at 40-38. Sedillo mentioned that UMD yesterday was tied with Northern Michigan at the break before outscoring as a missed shot now by Meyer, and they're going to whistle a foul. Boy, that was a late call on that one. I have to say there might be a slight argument there for the Skyhawks, but they will whistle the foul. It's on Bowen, his fourth.
Well, he might have a little bit shorter leash here now with that pretty bad technical in the first half. He really didn't need to commit that one when it happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Well, and this is where that technical comes back to get him in trouble, too.
Yeah.
Because he's going to check out. Shamir Johnson's going to come back in. Meyer's first free throw is no good. Meyer was only 2 out of 5 from the stripe yesterday. He rails that one out, no good. 40-38. Second free throw for Meyer is good all the way. 3-point lead for UMB. Going back to that game against Northern Michigan, 31 apiece at the break, before the Bulldogs outscored the Wildcats 53-31 after halftime. Now a foul going to be called on Drew Blair, and that'll be his third.
No, if nothing else, at least they're being pretty fair. Both teams are getting some pretty weak fouls, but it's going both ways. Can't complain too much.
Yeah, as Middleton's going to come back in. Drew Blair's going to sit down. There'll be a trigger in now, left side baseline, or excuse me, far sideline for Morton. Gets the return pass, goes all the way up and in and lays it in. Curl cut that time for Morton. He now has 8 points. And it's a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs as Entwistle coming into the front court. Comes off the screen out on top by Meyer. Gets picked up on the sweeps by Morton. Now goes left-hand side. Getting his shot away now is Rorschach, but he knocks it down from about 3 feet, left side baseline. Logan Rorschach with 7 points. Bulldogs back up by 3, up 43-40. In the front court now, out on top, here's Sims. That's Twitty in the corner, getting a step. Kicks it outside, Morton squares up for 3, knocks it down. South Coast with the left hand by Will Morton. He's the third Skyhawk in double figures with 11. And we're even Steven, 43 apiece. 2 minutes into the second half. Meyer into the front court, right-hand side. Rorschach inside Ilikanen with the left hand, left it short. Rebound grabbed out there by Owen Chose, and now he comes into the front court. Chose, Morton, being guarded by Rorschach. Picks it out now for Sims, now Chose. He'll try a 3-point shot. Skims the rim, no good. Uncontested board for Meyer. Now coming into the front court on the right-hand dribble is Entwistle. Goes right side corner, now goes down toward the rim. Floater through the middle, and he'll get the roll on it. Soft touch from Trevor Entwistle as he went down the middle of the lane.
Coach is trying to tell the Bulldogs to pick up the pace here. A little bit more pressure on the Skyhawks, give them less time to try to settle up here.
45-43. Now Morton, skip pass. Putting the ball on the deck now. Twitty behind the back dribble. Outside. Thinking about the 3 was Sims. Instead, he'll kick it back outside now. Here's Twitty. He'll raise up and fire the 3. That one's off the front rim, no good. Rebound for Meyer. Bulldogs trying to expand a 2-point lead as Entwistle into the front court. Entwistle floats one up. That one's short, no good. Rebound snatched out of the air by Sims. And now Morton comes into the front court. Kicks it outside for Chose. Chose now. Sims, left-hand side. Here's Twitty putting the ball on the deck. Goes up over the top of Ilikanen and scores it for 2. That's a tough move. All right, Brandon Twitty going right at Alex Ilikanen.
Well, Ilikanen's a tall guy there, too.
Yeah, 6'9".
Yeah.
And we're tied again, 45 apiece. Back the other way now. Nice two-way passing play that time from Entwistle to hit Ilikanen, who goes up and under and lays it in off the glass for 2. And a quick timeout going to be called here by Coach Justin Wick. And UMD going to try to make an adjustment here with 16-19 left, leading it by a pair. But some nice adjustments by the Skyhawks coming. And it'll be a trigger in here now for Will Morton of the Stonehill College Skyhawks as he puts it in now. For Mack, who's back in there. Mack, who had a big first half, including a 4-point play. Now Irma Lavicious gives it for Chose, goes up and under and lays it in. He was falling down. Losing his balance was Owen Chose. He has 10 points. Now 4 players in double figures for the Skyhawks. 47 apiece is Entwistle. Now it's ripped away. Turnover UMD. And they're going to call a foul now on Entwistle. Adding insult to injury on that one as he toppled over Chose.
Yeah, Entwistle just wasn't really paying attention there and ended up falling into the players there, but would have like to see him try to turn around on that because he definitely have a potential for a steal there. He lost possession there.
It'll now be a trigger in here for Stonehill. Right next to us here. Glad to see Entwistle's back up and didn't suffer any long-term ill effects. As Morton triggers it in now. Into the front court, it's Mack. Morton, left-hand side. Irmela Vicious goes left-hand side, and we're going to have a foul called on Middleton. And all of a sudden, the Bulldogs begin to pile up some fouls now. 14 fouls on UMD already, just one on Stonehill. It's the first foul against Middleton, and it'll be a trigger in now. 24 seconds to shoot, left side baseline. Mack will do the honors, in for Irmela Vicious. Now Chose, left-hand side, and another foul against Middleton. And again, the fouls beginning to pile up now. Middleton with 2 fouls in about 3 seconds. And Mason Steffen's going to come in and relieve him, I believe, as he popped up off the UMD bench. And Steffen is going to come in. The sophomore from Waunakee, Wisconsin, comes in. Middleton comes out, having a word with head coach Justin Wick across from us. And now it'll be a trigger in again, left side baseline. Mack will again do the honors. Josh Mack, sophomore from Winchester, Virginia. One of the 4 players in double figures here for the Skyhawks. As the whistle blows, over the top here, Irmela Vicious. Now for Chose. Chose now being guarded by Steffen. Goes up and under, misses the shot. Mack gets the rebound on the weak side and has it poked out of his hands by Illikainen, and it will stay with Stonehill. 15:36 left to be played here in regulation time. And Mack lobs it in now for Morton. Will Morton on the outside, bounce pass, right side block. Monty Irmela Vicious. What a moment with Illikainen. Now gets cut off, goes up and under with the left hand, doesn't get the roll. Nice defensive positioning under there by the Bulldogs. Illikainen. Rebound to Entwistle and back the other way. Here's Steffen. Mason Steffen. Entwistle squares up for 3. It's short. No good. Offensive board by Illikainen. He goes up and finishes with the right hand. 20 points even now for Alex Illikainen. UMD back up by a deuce at 49-47. Back the other way now. Going down toward the baseline, having the ball knocked away was Twitty. And another substitution as Owen McGrath will come back into the game. 14:57 left. We're due for a media timeout. We'll get our first such break of half number 2. 2-point lead, UMD 49, Stonehill 47. We'll come back with more in this final game of the 2019 American Family Insurance Classic right after this. This is Bulldog men's basketball, courtesy of Bulldog Productions in Bulldog Country. Techniques operates since 1986. On the Limit is located in Lincoln Park and online at otlduluth.com. 2-point ball game here, Jerry, as we come down toward the last 15 minutes of this one. Setting up for what could be a thrilling ending. As it is, off the out-of-bounds pass. Coming through is Morton. He tried to go up, and now he has it knocked away. And we're going to have another foul called on the Bulldogs. And at this rate, Stonehill's going to be shooting a lot of free throws here as we move on in this second half. That one's on Entwistle, his second. Second, it's on Rorscheid, his second. And it'll send Morton to the free throw line here. Knocks down the first free throw, does Morton. He has 12 points so far. A quiet 12 points for Will Morton, I would say, Jerry, though.
Didn't have too big of a game yesterday, so not horribly surprised to see that.
You have to get the feeling he's one of those guys that you don't really notice him scoring, but then you look up and he's got his 19 points and 8 rebounds every night. As he knocks down that one, he now has 13. 49 apiece as Rorscheid into the front court. Illikainen now beyond the arc. Gives it back. Here's Rorscheid going down the left side baseline. Double team comes. He goes up. Flips it over the front of the rim. Rouse it home for 2. Will draw the foul. Nice finish by the senior from Eau Claire, Wisconsin on that one. And the former Regis High School Rambler will go to the free throw line looking to complete an old-fashioned three-point play. That was good strength by Rorscheid getting in there, Jerry, and finishing that one.
He's rewarded with the and one here. Bulldogs 3-point lead, and he does.
He's got good touch. Morgan Rorschach's always been able to shoot the basketball as he knocks down that one. Now he has 10 points, joining Illicaden in double figures. 3-point lead UMD. Is into the front court now. DeGraff on the outside. He'll hand it off. Twitty. Now Chose. Lines up a three and knocks it down again. That's the third one of those he's hit today. Owen Chose now with 13 points. 52 apiece. Nip and tuck here in the second half. Early going. Now here's Meyer. Spinning through the middle. Giving it off to Illicaden, who goes in and lays it in for two. Nice two-way passing play by the two UMD big men on that sequence. UMD back up by a deuce.
Creative play there as well. Lewis lost his bounce there, but was able to pass it right beneath the basket to Illicaden.
Now DeGraff giving it out for Twitty, and now he hits the deck, and another foul going to be whistled against Rorschach. Got to Twitty's back a little bit on that one. And that's already the 17th foul on UMD, so a 1-and-1 now for Brandon Twitty. Oh, they're going to say it's the 6th. I thought it was the 7th. As Hunter Plowman comes back in for UMD, he'll replace Trevor Entwistle at the point guard slot. Mack will trigger it in. And after a first half in which saw UMD only commit 5 fouls the entire half, they've already got 6 up on the board with 13:56 remaining to be played in regulation.
A little bit worrying there, but I think they just need to kind of slow down and let Stonehill have a little bit more space there, and then they can.
Mack triggers it in. Chose for 3. Rimmed out, no good. Rebound tracked down far side by Illicaden. Now it's Bauman in the front court. Out on top, Meyer. Matched up against Will Morton. Two seniors going at it there. Now handoff, Rorschach. He'll go up for 3 and rail it home. Actually really kind of spun that one home, did Logan Rorschach. He has 13 points. The lead is 5. Mack into the front court. DeGraff on the outside. Now it's Brandon Twitty. Twitty now for Chose. Chose now. And a foul going to be whistled against Stephan. And Coach Justin Wick now beginning to plead his case over there to the referee making the call. UMD's been whistled for a lot of hand checks here so far in the second half. For Stephan, that'll be his first. 2 more substitutions now as Middleton's back in with 2 fouls. Blair back in, he has 3. And that'll send Chose to the free throw line now to shoot a 1-and-1 as now the Skyhawks are into the 1-and-1 as you're gonna look at Owen Chose, excuse me. 14-15 remaining, knocks down the first free throw. 14 points for him, 1 more coming. 57-53, UMD's lead trimmed to 4 points. Second free throw for Chose. Back rim out, no good. Rebound tapped into the hands of Plowman. And Hunter Plowman now will come into the front court for UMD on the right-hand dribble. Now bounce pass, high post. Meyer against Morton. Now for Plowman. Puts the ball on the deck. Now shovels it off again for Alex Illicaden. And Illicaden, 24 points, but a lot of them have been of the easy variety thanks to some passing plays like that one.
That's a good use of your big man beneath the net there. You know, you don't have to work for every single point if you just play some smart basketball.
The ball knocked away on the baseline by Jack Middleton, playing on 2 fouls. Knocked away from Chose and hit the baseline. It'll be an inbounds pass now for the Skyhawks with UMD leading at 59-53. The pass comes in now out on top. Here's Chose. Left-hand side now Twitty. Brandon Twitty match up in his opposite number and Hunter Plowman. Now right-hand side. Letting ball on the deck. Pair of 22s coming together and Blair and Shamir Johnson. Now going up another getting shot away was Chose. That one knocked out of the air defensively by the Bulldogs' Alex Illicaden, and it will stay with the Skyhawks. Let's go look at the replay on that one. And Illicaden with that long reach, getting all of that one.
Now only 4 seconds of the shot clock here, so just need to see what the...
Yeah, just 4 seconds to shoot. Now Illicaden's even mopping the floor. I guess he's just kind of in the mood to do it all here. Always good to see the players helping out the cause.
I mean, now the referee's getting on a little bit of everybody. He's sweating up the floor over there so much. That's the real question.
Now the band is realizing it was Illicaden who was mopping over there.
Applauding the referee there.
Well, why not?
Oh.
24 points, you're in a good mood. Just made a nice defensive play. Might as well mop up the floor as well. Morton inbounds it now on top to grab down low. Stepping through and laying it in with 1 second on the shot clock was Twitty. Well run sequence that time by the Skyhawks, 59-55. As Plowman into the front court, now bounce pass top of the key. Here's Meyer putting it on the deck, circle routes his way, right side of the lane. Gets cut off, left-hand side, Middleton, now Illicanen, left side baseline. 5 feet from the basket, goes up and under, flips up the shot, back rim out, no good. Offensive rebound under there by Meyer. Bounce pass now. Check it, it was Blair who got the rebound. Pass came to Meyer, and they're going to call a kick ball, so it'll be UMD possession here as Andrew Sims comes back in. Owen DeGraff will take a seat. Plowman will trigger it in now, left side baseline. Just over 12 minutes left to play in this one. Pass comes in now, Illicanen, left-hand side, Middleton. High post now for Brandon Meyer. Backing down against Morton, goes up. Rims the back with the shot. Rebound to Morton, another late call. And a few times the referees have kind of peeked in on some of these foul calls.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I think they're giving the Bulldogs quite a bit of crap on the other end, so, or quite a bit of kind of not letting them get away with much, so.
Right.
Keeping it close at least.
I'm not saying they're not right calls. It's just whenever you call late fouls like that, as Meyer misses the first free throw, you're going to get the coaching staffs and the players a little bit hot at you.
Well, it was only 3
That's
fouls.
just the way it goes.
Can't be too upset right now with 3 fouls only about halfway into this, so.
Illicanen now will check out, by the way. Back in is Rorschach. Second free throw for Meyer is good. UMD a bit smaller now with this lineup. He goes 1 for 2, does Brandon Meyer, 60-55. UMD bench on its feet. He's into the front court now on the outside. Chose another 3-point shot. That one well long. And Middleton will let it bounce over the baseline. And it'll be a team turnover back over to the Bulldogs. Maybe a little over-aggressive on that one by Owen Chose. For Stonehill as the pass comes in, and now advancing into the front court, left-hand dribble. Plowman, high post now. Brandon Meyer, top of the key. Match up against Andrew Sims. Now tries to take him, and they're going to call Sims now on the forearm shiver.
That's his third there. And along with Morton now sitting at 3.
That's 3 on Sims. 4 fouls now on Stonehill. And trigger in now for Plowman, just to the left of us here, court side at Romano. As the pass comes in now for Blair. Plowman now, circle routing his way, left-hand side, kicks it left side corner. Rorschach squares up for 3. Off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Meyer gives it back now for Blair. Cuts down the middle lane and lays it in for 2. Brandon Meyer passing the ball very well at the beginning of the year. There's another example of it right there, finding the cutting Drew Blair. Blair now 8 points, 62-55, the lead back up to 7, which is what it was at the break. Now back the other way, up and under move, laying it in and drawing the foul on that quick explosive move was Josh Mack. And there's those explosive leaping ability of Mack again. We saw that in the first half as well. And Mack now up to 13 points. As Irma Levicius will come back in, Sims will take a seat. 8th team foul on the Bulldogs.
There may only be 4 players on this team that have points actually right now.
Yeah, I think almost all their points have come from 5 guys, 4 or 5 of them anyway. As Mack knocks down the free throw, he's got 14. The lead is 4.
4 on the floor plus Irma Levicius, so.
Yeah, 4 guys in double figures are Irma Levicius, who has not scored yet.
Yeah.
Pass comes down low now. Stepping through is a shot by Meyer. Throws up over the top of the aforementioned Monty Irma Levicius to get that 2-point jump shot to go down. He now has 10. Lead back up to 6. 64-58. Chose. Left side wing. Free throw line extended. Now goes left-hand side for Mack. Now back for Chose. Chose now. Mack, right-hand side. Brandon Twitty. Twitty with 17 points to lead the Skyhawks. Goes to his left. Now has 19. That's a quick move by Brandon Twitty. And the senior from Randolph, Massachusetts now has 19. 64-60. Now Plowman into the front court. Down low now for Meyer. Meyer goes up and under, misses the shot, was far under, but he's going to draw the foul on Irma Levicius, who didn't allow Brandon any room to land after he got the shot up.
shoot anyway, so that was most likely his fault.
Second foul on Monty Ermelavicius. And with that, we have our second media timeout here of half number 2. We got a dandy going on here in the fourth and final game of the American. We are back here at Romano Gym. 64-60 your score. And Meyer will shoot 2 free throws here. 64-60 remains your tally here. Nice ball game to close out the American Family Insurance Classic. As Meyer knocks down the first free throw. This is the first time this tournament has been played since 2007. So it took a 12-year break.
It was probably quite a few years before that, though, because this is the 18th edition of this tournament.
Indeed. Bulldogs, by the way, looking for their 30th all-time win in this tournament. And right now they lead at 66-60. As in the front court, now Morton on the outside. Here's Mack. Ermelavicius now on the outside, got crossed up. Loose ball picked up by Morton, goes toward the baseline. They're going to call him for steps.
Regardless of that, the Bulldogs actually intercepted that pass there, so even if it hadn't been called, Bulldogs taking over there in position.
It's just the 6th turnover of the game for the Skyhawks, and the Bulldogs into the front court. Pass comes down low, and UMD gives it right back. Pass in from Meyer. Intercepted by Mack, now flowing through. Morton leaves it short. Rebound grabbed out of there by Drew Blair. And now Blair on the front court for UMD on the right-hand dribble. 9:15 left to play in this one as Blair now circle routes his way toward the basket. Now gets it from Meyer. Meyer now floats up a shot. No good. Weak side rebound grabbed by Illikainen. Kicks it to the outside. That's picked off. Another turnover. Back the other way now, Twitty. Going up and under. Tried to draw the foul, but instead will just score it out the window. He now has 21 points. 66-62. That's Plowman into the front court here for UMD. On the outside now, Illikainen. He has 3-point range, as Illikainen. Haven't seen it tonight. It's getting a step now, right-hand side, going all the way to the basket was Plowman. Overlaid it a bit, but drew the foul, and now he'll head to the charity stripe for 2. With 8:43 now remaining.
Ermelavicius now with his 3rd as well. 16 fouls there. So quite a few players now with 3. That's 4 players.
First free throw is good for Plowman. Hunter Plowman with 3 points now. The graph comes back in. Ermelavicius will take a seat. 5-point UMD lead, 67-62 with 8:43 on the second half clock. The second free throw for Plowman is also good. Hunter Plowman now with 4 points. Lead is 6. Mack now coming into the front court. He'll hand it off now Morton. Morton now crossing over on Meyer. Goes all the way to the basket and knocked away, and they're going to call a foul on Meyer. That's a great matchup watching those two play each other. UMB's leading score from last year, averaged more than 20 a game, almost a double-double. Actually, I think he did average a double-double. I'll have to go back and look at the records.
Your question is, I don't know why.
And Morton averages 19.
The players are barking at the ref so much there. They got the foul. Something they could have realistically gone.
19 foul, by the way, on the Bulldogs. First free throw for Martin. Rims around and falls off. No good. He's got one more coming. Morton so far, 13-point evening. David Medina, Minnesota. Misses them both. That's a rarity. Rebound grabbed out there by Illikainen. Hands it off now for Plowman. Comes in the front court. Bounce pass. High post for Meyer. Now it's Rorschach. Rorschach back outside. Meyer. Out on top now, Illikainen. Right-hand side is Plowman. Hunter Plowman against Josh Mack. Goes on the baseline. Goes all the way to the basket and kisses it off the glass for 2. Strong move that time by Hunter Plowman. He has 6 points. UMD now with their largest lead of the half at 70-62, and the UMD bench standing up and applauding now, looking for some more defense. Is on the outside is Chose. They'll hand it off now for Brandon Twitty, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Chose.
Chose has to be careful there. He already has 1 flag in the game. It's listed as having 3 up there, but I believe he does have 3 in the game since the flag should count for 2. Actually, no, Chose, excuse me. Chose does not have it. Bowen has it. players look very similar on this team.
Meyer triggering it in now off the turnover. Into the front court, left-hand dribble. Plowman, Rorschach, right-hand side, Brandon Meyer. Meyer against Morton. Steps back now, Illicanen. He'll try a three-point shot. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound grab by Plowman. He gets grabbed from behind, and that's almost intentional right there from Josh Mack. I don't think they're going to give him the intentional on that one. But Plowman will head to the free throw line, and Hunter Plowman coming up with some offense here when UMD needs it.
It's a very creative plays as well. That last basket we saw from him was a kind of a tuck and roll right beneath the net. It was very well done there. Get the space and get the positioning there and make it happen.
First free throw for Plowman is good.
I'd be surprised to see a timeout come out shortly hereafter from Stonehill coach. If this keeps up.
Bowen comes back into the game here. One more free throw on the way. It's good for Plowman. 8 points for him. The lead is 10. First double-digit lead of the afternoon for UMD. As Bowen with the 4 fouls. Right-hand side, Twitty. Now they give it off Morton. Morton now from 19 feet straight on, and that's a tough shot that time for Morton. He has 15 points. UMD still up by 8, however. 7:20 left to play here in regulation. Plowman, Rorschach, Meyer, bounce pass, left side block. Double team comes on Illicanen. He gives it now to the opposite side. Easy lay-in for Meyer. You know, it's 14, and they're going to call a travel on Morton thanks to the nifty defense. Good awareness by Drew Blair to step up on that one and create the turnover. And now a timeout going to be called here by head coach Chris Krause. He's going to talk it over with his team. UMD up. Back from the timeout. UMD will trigger it in here as Blair plays it in. Plowman out on top. Now the pass down low. That gets it knocked out into the air, and a turnover now for UMD. So much for that possession. It's back to the way. Here comes Twitty. Going through the middle. Got hung up in there. Had it knocked away. This will be last touched by Twitty, they're going to say. Illicanen might have gotten whacked as well on that one as the Bulldogs checking with him to make sure he's all right. Looks like he took it right in the nose as he's walking back down the court. But looks like he will be okay, hopefully. And
Looks like it might be a nosebleed.
yeah, might have a nosebleed here, and it looks like that is the case. So Illicanen is going to have to come out of this game, and UMD is going to need to send somebody into the game here to replace Alex Illicanen, at least for the time being. And Coach Joseph Wick trying to decide who's going to come in here now. Looks like it's going to be Mason Steffen, so UMD going to go a little bit small here. As Meyer triggers it in now. And into the front court, right-hand dribble, it's Plowman. Out on top, Blair. Blair now. The pass across, another interception here by the Skyhawks. Bulldogs getting a little sloppy with the passing right now. As Morton into the front court, moves it outside. 3-point shot, left-hand side by Twitty. That was ill-advised. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebound grabbed out there by UMD's Brandon Meyer. And now they're playing a bit of a zone trap, it looks like here, almost. Extended 2-3 zone defense here. Being played here by the Skyhawks. We'll see how UMD responds to this. On the outside, Blair goes up for 3, and that's a pretty good way to do it. Blair knocks down the 3, long one from the right side wing.
That one is deep as well.
That was very deep for Blair. Blair now has 13 points. Lead is 13 for UMD. 77-64. Right back is DeGraff. Owen DeGraff with his first bucket of the game, a long-range 3. Now UMD. Here's Blair going baseline. Kicks it out. Steffen, and they're going to say it's an offensive foul on Blair. And for Blair now, that's his 4th personal. 77-67. This isn't a good time to get sloppy on either end of the court. 5:47 left to play. There's still a ton of time in this game. And it will be a trigger in here. Pass will come in now. Bowen with the 4 fouls in for Morton, now back for Bowen. Twitty out on top to Graff, right-hand side now. Chose. Morton goes on the baseline, now gives a pass to the far side. Trying to go from the shot was the Graff. He'll get the offensive board himself. Now Twitty. Brandon Twitty on the outside. Right back now for Will Morton. Morton now coming off the screen. He'll pop from 3-point range out on top. Back rim and out. No good. Rebound tracked down by Rorschach. Plowman now into the front court. Here again, the extended 2-3 zone defense. Plowman out on top. Rorschach puts the ball on the deck. Back for Plowman. Plowman now. Bounce pass. Free throw line extended. Meyer. Plowman. Rorschach. 10 seconds to shoot. Gets around the defense. Floats up a shot. No good. Following up on the rebound and tipping it home is going to be Brandon Meyer. Meyer with 16 points. Ages 12. Into the front court now. Bowen on the outside to Graff. Owen to Graff now. Hands it off for Will Morton. Morton putting the ball on the deck. Outside Twitty. He squares up for 3. Rims out. No good. Rebound dragged out by Jack Middleton for UMD. And he'll hand it off now. Zillikanen looks like the nosebleed has stopped. He's going to check in the next break. We'll also have a media timeout at that point. And we will have a timeout called by head coach Justin Wick. And we will have our final media timeout here at this one. UMD leading it by 12. Bulldogs 79, Skyhawks 67. And we'll be back for the final 4:24 right after this. This is Bulldog men's basketball Coors American Family Insurance Classic for 2019. And the Bulldogs, they can salt away these last 4 minutes and change to the 3-1 on the season. Going into that game on Wednesday against UW Parkside. Come out of the timeout, Middleton triggers it in. Plowman on the outside. Goes off the glass with the shot, no good. Rising up for the rebound was Meyer, and he's going to draw a foul.
It's on Sims, though. That'd be his personal. Excuse me, that's on Mack, actually.
They're going to call it actually on Mack, so Josh Mack is going to whistle for the foul. That's his second. And Brandon Meyer now steps to the line. That's the 19th foul also on the Skyhawks, by the way, so we'll be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way here. Regardless, as Bowen will come in with the 4 fouls, Morton will come out. Imagine Will Morton won't be out very long, however.
Yeah, no.
I talked about the turnovers beginning to pile up a little bit here as the first free throw for Meyer, no good. He struggled from the line this weekend as the rebound grabbed out of there. Back the other way now, Bowen goes all the way toward the baseline, kicks it near side, Chose open, he'll take the 3, and he knocks it in. Chose now up to 17 points. Owen Chose, native of Eden Prairie, about 2 hours south of here. Makes it a 79-70 game. Meyer back the other way, puts it on the deck, goes down toward the baseline, lost his footing. There's a pass off now for Rorschach, now back for Zillikanen, and a foul is going to be whistled. Meyer, glad he's all right on that one. That was one of those where it could have looked like he might have busted an ankle on that one. But he's apparently all right, standing at the edge of the lane right now. Turnovers, by the way, UMD up to 13, Stonehill up to 10. Zillikanen's first free throw. That's short. UMD's missed a series of free throws here in the second half. Started out very well. They're now 21 out of 28 from the line. Still 75%, but they've missed a few. The second free throw for Zillikanen is good. Game high 25 for Alex. 80-70 your score. Bulldogs by 10. Going into the front court. Right hand side now is Chose. Owen Chose now going against Hunter Plowman. Left hand side now. Bowen back for Chose. Comes off the screen by Sims. 8 seconds to shoot as it goes back outside now for Chose. Chose now lining up a long 3. That's wide to the left, no good. Nice defensive sequence by UMD there as Middleton got the rebound. And he'll hand it off now for Hunter Plowman, who brings it into the front court. Middleton. Meyer. Middleton. Left-hand side now, Hunter Plowman. Zillikanen now comes beyond the arc to take a pass. Now back Plowman. He'll try a three-point shot near side and switch it home. Hunter Plowman with 11 points. Off the bench for UMD, and the lead is 13.
talking about Morton Hill will come back at the next stoppage here.
As is Drew Blair for UMD. 13-point Bulldog lead, 83-70. Driving in deep. Now here's Sims with a half foot with the left hand, no good. Rebound cleared away by Ilikainen, and he'll hand it off, excuse me. And Plowman now will come across the Bulldog logo at center court. Off for Rorschach. By the way, Stonehill's gone back to man-to-man exclusively the last couple of minutes here. Ilikainen out on top, hands it off. Here's Meyer. Right-hand side now, Middleton. Middleton now, Rorschach. 5 seconds to shoot for UMD's Logan Rorschach as he pulls from long range, and Drayton goes it home for three. Logan Rorschach, 16 points, the lead is 16. And now right-hand side, here's Twitty. Under 2 minutes remaining in this one. Bulldogs looking like they're on their way to 3-1. Now an offensive foul going to be whistled as Bowen put his shoulder down.
He's out of here.
Barreled right into Brandon Meyer, and that's number 5 for Bowen, so he falls out with 1:54 on the clock.
Look at that long shot there. And Plowman on that last drive. Absolutely beautiful shot.
Yep, and there's Karen Strummy, former UMD women's coach. Current administrator at UMD. In fact, she was named Division II Administrator of the Year last year, was Karen Strummy. Out there mopping along there. I'll have to congratulate her on her effort on that one, see how well she did mopping. As the Bulldogs trigger it in here, leading it by 16. Coming across the timeline now, this is Hunter Plowman. Left-hand side now, Rorschach out on top, Ilikainen. UMD really doesn't have to do much here, just run down the clock. Ilikainen now giving it out. Here's Plowman, back for Ilikainen. He'll try the three-point shot near side, and that's good. That's about Alex Ilikainen having three-point range. He now has 28. The lead is 19.
Like what we saw with the Northern Michigan game earlier. Threes on threes on threes.
Now they near side three-point shot by Sims is no good. Rebound tracked down by Rorschach. And UMD on their way to 3-1. Stonehill will fall to 2-2 as we go under a minute left here in regulation time. Blair right-hand side, Rorschach. Plowman now. 55 seconds to play in this one, and looks like Coach Adam Krause is going to make a couple more substitutions as Rorschach a little bit too much on that one as he tried to rainbow three, falling away. Rebound off the miss for Morton. Morton into the front court, now goes up with the right hand, spins it home for two, and will draw the foul. It's either going to be on Meyer or Plowman. We'll see who they give it to. They give it to Meyer, his second. 89-72, 40.6 seconds left. Steffen will come back in. Mack back in. Shows out, checks out. Steffen will take Meyer out of the game, and Brandon Meyer, 16 points for him. A workman like 16 points, while Ilikainen will check out with a game high 28. What a game for Alex Ilikainen here this afternoon. As Olchai will come back into the game. Also, Adam Smith going to come in. He'll replace Rorschach. Cody Tomlinson is going to come in for a cameo, replacing Drew Blair. And Ethan Yusso now will come in and replace Hunter Plowman. And so a group of curtain calls here for the Bulldogs with 40.6 ticks of the clock remaining. And Morton with 17 points will step up to the charity stripe here, looking to complete a three-point play. And he knocks it down. And he now will check out as Shamir Johnson will come back in. So he finishes with 18 points on the afternoon in his return to his home state. Joe's had 17 in his return to his home state as well. So several players had good games. But the Bulldogs just too much here down the stretch. And they'll be 3-1 here in about a half a minute. As Tomlinson now on the outside. Here's Steffen going right side of the lane. Bounce pass inside for Yusso, who goes up and lays it in. Ethan Yusso with his first 2 points. 91-73, 15 seconds left. Sims right side. Mack now goes all the way up and under, and he lays it in. 16 points for him. Now a turnover. Shamir Johnson, he'll go up and lay it in. 91-77, 8.4 seconds left. Smith trying to inbound it. Gets it in the front court now. Here's Tomlinson. And they don't have to do anything else. 2 seconds, 1 second. The buzzer sounds, and this one is over. And the Bulldogs take the fourth and final game of the